Good morning. Still the morning. It's still the morning, gang. It's still the morning. Hope everyone's well. Oh, I've been trying to get myself better, man. Happy New Year to everybody. So make sure, like, you get me. You're keeping safe and you're not doing nothing stupid. You know what I mean? And whatever your commitments are, you stick to them. Few things to chat about today. Big up my brother Abs each and every time. Make sure you're going to like and subscribe to Waffle TV show. That's my broski. I did want to try and get it in hindsight today, but my broski is busy, so it is what it is. I've been busy over the weekend, last few days. Obviously it's the new year, trying to catch up with family, people that you didn't see on the Christmas time. You know what I mean? I know some people don't celebrate the Christmas, but happy holidays either way. Alright, so Arsenal-Brighton today. Arsenal-Brighton today. Now, first and foremost, we haven't really been doing too bad with Brighton away from home. At home, they've actually done quite well against us. I think they've taken points off of us this year. We had the red card and we picked up a draw against them. I'm pretty sure 1-1 at home. That's not a good result. It wasn't a good result then. It's not a good result now. It's just not a good result. But you got to give Brighton some respect, man. You got to give Brighton some respect. Danny Welle, like, is just on point. I think he's done very well in his time for Brighton. And yeah, like I said, away from home, we ain't done so badly in the last couple of years. So that ain't the real issue. For me, the issue is our injuries. The issue is what Mikel Arteta is going to do to this team. Because, as you know, guys, constantly tinkering, constantly moving things around. So it's very hard to predict. I mean, what I can say is Timber got suspended against Brentford. I'm not even sure if I did a reaction for the Brentford game. It's a good win in the end. It was a good win in the end, but obviously, I think in the first half we definitely made it more harder than we needed to do. Yeah, we made it more harder than we needed to do. We grew into the game in the second half. Obviously, the first half made me feel like it actually made me ask that question: who's the bigger miss, Saka or Odegaard? And in this regards, I think it's Saka. I do think we're going to be in big trouble. I don't think the injuries are light one at all. I think it's going to be a bad injury, and I think we really need to take our time of bringing this guy back. But the fact is, he's out now. He's out. You get me? He's going to be out till March. For me, I wouldn't bring him back until next season. You know what I mean? Or maybe the last couple of games of the season, if they ain't going to be so important, depending on how we finish. You know what I mean? To try and get his fitness back. But it's a grade 3. You know what I'm saying? Big up the Hotspur Cave. He was talking about Udogi's hamstring. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be worse than Saka's. But this is a bad injury, guys, isn't it? It's a bad injury, man. Like, so when a few people, Lee Gunn and myself, when a few people have said Saka might not come back the same, like, that's really it's not an exaggeration. He's a young man. He's still only 23. So it's not like his whole career is over with. He'll be able to play football again, but will he be able to play at the same level? Will he be able to have the same pace? This is the question. We've got a couple of people coming in now. Big up everyone who's passing through this morning. Please hit the like. Even if you don't stay on the way in or the way out, please hit the like button. It helps out a lot. Would appreciate any subscribers. Little channel over here we are trying to build. This year I am going to be a lot more consistent for you guys. So big yourselves up. Okay, looks like we've got the first idiot of the day. I'm not even going to read that name or your message. So if any of my mods are in here, then you know what to do. Big up Ethan. He's saying hi. Big yourself up, bro. Big up Benjamin Alexander. Hey, bro, I'm selling, oh my God, government issued baby raccoons tonight. Big yourself up, Benjamin. FDA approved raccoon juice. Jesus Christ. I think they're drinking raccoon juice at Arsenal, to be honest with you guys. So big up all my smokers. We're having a morning meds, you know how we do. I've had a few people trying to tell me about this. Why'd you come on your streams and Bill Azoo and all that? You know why? Because this ain't Sky Sports, people. Because I'm just a normal guy, yeah? And everyone's got their vices. You get me? I don't drink. I'm not a big drinker. So I could go somewhere, I can go out for the whole night and like drink 3 brandies the whole night, and that's me. Like, I don't even, you know what I mean? I don't mess with drink. But this herb thing, boy, that is me, innit? But let's get back to the football. It's hard to really tell what's gonna go on tonight. It's hard to really tell what team's gonna come out. We do know that there's a very good chance of Timber playing right back, and sorry, not Timber, Partey playing right back, and like I keep saying, that is not something that I want to see. I'm so fed up with it. He's been our best midfielder this season. He played back in the midfield against Brentford, and look how he played. Do you know what I'm saying? Probably our best midfielder again, bossing the game, winning challenges back, winning back possession and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, like we've got our best. Like maybe he's playing for a contract. Let me know what you think, guys. Big up Benji Viney. No, I'm not gonna read that. But if you got anything else to say, I'll read that. So big yourself up. But yeah, like I said, guys, man. I mean, what do you guys think? Our best midfielder, best performer. He's breaking up the play. He's actually moving the ball a lot better than Declan Rice. You know what I'm saying? Because Arteta keeps trying to play Declan Rice in the 8, and he's not that player. He's a 6. He's there to mop up the mess. Do you get me? And maybe do a little late box crash. He's not there to be fucking spraying bare balls and, do you know what I mean? And keeping the whole tempo of the game like that. That's not his game. So I wish that they'd stop doing that with him. Obviously against Brentford, I felt like the game, like, I don't know why you keep starting Moreno, but obviously you've paid money for this guy, so you got to start him. But I think the game was there. Like, we didn't really have to bring on Rice, but he did. And obviously the game got shored up when Rice came on. But like I said, I don't think it weren't directly necessary to bring him on. And this is the problem with Saka. A lot of people are telling me, yo, bro, it's your own fault. You run him into the ground. Not me particularly, because obviously I don't pick the team, but Arsenal run him into the ground. And that also brings me up to a next question, because I thought it was just me. Like, you know, like when I go and check other rivals, like I said, big up the Hotspur Cave. Make sure you're going to subscribe to my bro. Going to be doing a show with him probably next week. Big up Mally Talks AFC as well. Go and support my young G's trying to do this thing. You get me? Everyone trying to do this thing that wants to have a little talk about football. Make sure you go and support them. So if that's Tottenham the Hot Cave, you get me? Big up my bro. Big up Mally Talks AFTV. Big up anyone trying to do this thing. Look, just as I'm talking, Mally's in the building. What are you telling me, big man? You get me? Big up all the young bucks trying to do their thing, innit? Big up everyone on YouTube trying to do their thing. It's not Sky Sports. You get me? It's for everyone to come and do their thing. If you want a channel, come and do your thing, innit? And as for me, I will support. If you support me, I will support you. You know, like that. So we're definitely going to get these man on the show. I got Amsterdam on the 10th of this month. So literally in about a week. Just behave, man. This cat's always making noise. Shush. I got Amsterdam. So I'm going to go to Amsterdam. I'm only there for a couple of days. But I've already spent best part of £500 just for a couple of days. And I need to get my laptop. So as soon as I get back from Amsterdam, probably around February, I'm going to buy a new thing. And then we're going to get busy, people. You hear what I'm saying? We're going to get busy. I'm going to get people that come into my chat, just like Northside, just like a couple of other people. Dash out the link. Get people to come and chat with me. And we're going to try and build up, man. We're going to try and build up. But yeah, Arsenal Brighton, man. I don't know what to predict in terms of score. We did a lot better against Brentford than I thought we would. I thought Gabriel James's purple patch has come to an end, but he got another goal. But let's see, because I still don't feel. I'm not dissing him. I'm not dissing him at all. But I still don't think he's the guy. He ain't the guy to get us 20 goals. He won't get us 15 goals this season. You know, I'd be surprised if he even gets double figures. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? But big up Gabriel James. Like, he always tries hard. You know, he just hasn't got it. He's just not that guy. He's not our striker. But I wouldn't say I was locked into Abs' stream when he was doing the buy, sell, keep, all of that kind of thing. And you know, at this point in time, because I don't know who's going to buy James, and he's on like $250,000 a week. So I try and get rid of him. I'm not going to lie to you, because them wages are massive. Like, what has he done to earn those kind of wages? Absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? The same for Kai Havertz as well. I'm not even going to lie to you. What has Kai Havertz done to earn the kind of money? He's nearly on 300k a week. You know what I'm saying? And these men are just backups. Both of them. Like Jesus, I wouldn't even use up front. I'd use him on the wings. Left or right wing. He tracks back better than Trossard. So automatically, you're doing better than Trossard. Just because you track back. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think he's okay on the wings. Like, do we need to pay him all of that money just to play on the wings? No. Like, really and truly, we've got to get rid of this guy. But who's going to buy him? Who's going to buy him in Jan? You know what I mean? Everyone's saying, yeah, dash him to Saudi. Like, Saudi might not even want him. Like, what has he done to earn a Saudi move even? You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, we got problems. And like I was saying to you guys, if Arsenal was serious, like, what are we like? We're like the 4th of January now, fam. We're like the 4th of January. Like, if I was running this team, there would have been a player in by now. Because I've gone on Dan Potts, I've gone on Turkish, I've even gone on the Mutant channel. You get me? And I was hearing James, James from the Mutant channel, not Gabriel James, the white guy James from the Mutant channel, talking about he's not sure about Cunha. Like, what is the matter with our fans? Don't get me wrong. Looking at, like, when you look at Cunha on paper, that might not be enough, like, as a needle mover. I understand that. I was saying the same about Kubo. I was saying the same about Mbeumo. Marmoush, I think that's a bit different. People knew about Marmoush from last year. This year he's carried on in his good form. I will take Marmoush right now. I will take Cunha. I will still take Mbeumo. But when we're talking about people to move the needle, for me, Marmoush is that guy. Like, if we got Marmoush and a Lookman, or do you understand what I'm saying? Marmoush and a Nico Williams. Now, everyone's saying Nico Williams is shit. No one wants Nico Williams now because he ain't had that much of a great season. But listen, things change. Look how we played at the start of 2024, and now look how we played towards the end of the year, 2024. Totally different. We look like a completely different team. Yeah? Like, we have regressed this year. We don't look like the same Arsenal. I think everyone can agree with that. All right? So things can change. I will still take a Nico Williams, because I think the way he plays, he can come and own that left side. And I think in a team like Arsenal, like, I think he will bang. Like, regardless of just goals and assists, I think he will bang. He will take on his man. And big up, before I even go any further, big up Ethan Nwaneri, bro. Because I was talking about him going on the left wing, you know, before Saka got injured, because no one was holding down that position. And I said, why? Like, he's not scared to go past the player. He's got a little bit of pace. He's got a good centre of gravity, low to the ground. Like, play Ethan Nwaneri. And then someone said to me, but if you play Ethan Nwaneri left and he doesn't do very well, and he doesn't track back or whatever, then everyone's going to be onto Nwaneri. And I'm like, you know what? It's like a lose-lose. But for me, play Nwaneri. And even like, and I was saying on my last stream, talking about Saka's injury, I know I'm kind of going left and right, but I just thought I'd just jump on and shoot the shit with the man them. Yeah? Right? I was saying put him on the left, right? And people were like, no, because if you don't track back, he's going to be in trouble. But at the end of the day, what choice did we have? And now look, he played on the right, because we've run Saka into the ground. He's played on the right, and tell me he didn't look like he was banging. And I knew it. And I was saying to Abs, big up my broski, I was saying to him, they're going to fucking take off Nwaneri. I know this Arteta guy. Even though he's done nothing to be taken off for, they're going to take him off. And what did they do? They took him off. Just like bare times with Skelly, I'm like, they're going to take him off. And he deserves his 90 minutes. Now, he's had a 90 minutes since then. But stop doing this, man. You're putting in these kids. They're showing you that they're good enough. And then you're just disrespecting them, in my opinion. We shouldn't be in this position. We've got the smallest squad in the Premier League. We shouldn't be in this position. So even without Saka getting injured, just through our results, just how this season has gone for us this year, why would you not be thinking of getting someone in? 1, 2 players. Like, they should have been in already, like 21 past 1 on fucking New Year's Day. Like, we should have been sending emails. They should have been earmarked. Not we don't know. It's hard to get. It's not hard to get people in January. It's very easy. It's the same as summer. People think, oh, because contracts run out in summer and players might leave for a free and this, that and the other. It's not like it's easier. Someone said to me, it is easier because if that team's struggling and that player goes and blah, 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 it's the middle of the season. Listen, if your team's struggling, get a replacement. If your team's struggling, then your team's struggling, innit? It just is what it is, bro. It don't really make no difference. 100 million's 100 million. 100 million in Jan don't mean the 100 million in the summer's going to be any different. Now, you've got that, what's his guy, the manager, Thomas Frank, that deals with Brentford. Yeah? Saying, listen, Mbeumo ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He can say that all he wants, but if we slap down the maddest of money, Mbeumo's coming. Because money talks. Just like Nico Williams don't want to leave Spain. Just like Zubimendi don't want to leave Spain. All of these people have got release clauses. At least just try. If they tell us no, they tell us no. We got turned down by Sesko last year. Benjamin Sesko. That's who we got turned down by last year. So it can't be any more embarrassing than that. Even Sesko's like, bun this, bro. I'm not coming to do no second fiddle thing. And I don't blame him. Big up Mally. Sorry, I've been going on. Let me read these comments. Once I get to 50 subs, we have to do something, bro. Yeah, 100%. Even if you don't get to 50 subs, like once I get my laptop, because I have to do my streams through Streamlab at the moment, and I don't know how to give out the link and all of that, and I'm just doing it off my phone. But the moment I get my laptop, bro, like jump on in it, 100%, my bro. Like, it ain't gonna be one of those ones where I'm banging on about the community and then the community never gets involved. Like, you man are the first people I want involved in it. Godfrey, if he wants to jump on, Mally, Penguin, Ian Wu comes through regular. Do you get me? All my regulars, all my mods. Even if you're not a regular, I'll dash out the link and everyone can jump on. You know what I mean? And everyone can have their say. But boom, for the couple of people in here, Brahim Diaz. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. There's options out there, bro. But then when you look at Arsenal, like we're all looking at the Isaacs, the Yokerezes, the Oshermans, and they're looking at Sesko. They're looking at some ice cream, bruv. Solero. I don't even know who this guy is. Some next short don. Some next short Spanish don. You know what I'm saying? That no one's even heard of before, and you're talking about 50, 60 million. They don't move the needle. This club needs to be serious for once in their fucking life, innit? Please be serious for once in your life. And I can already tell we're not. Now, don't get me wrong, because we've got the injuries to Sterling and to Saka, that might be the only reason that we do business this month. Am I confident? No. Whoever the papers and the Mutant channel links us to, don't get drawn in. You're going to see the Mutant channel doing Transfer Daily every day. Just for clicks, just for views. The same as the papers. They always link. Because Arsenal always needs people. Whether it's a striker, winger. We even need a left back. I'm already hearing talk about another goalkeeper. Like, what is going on at this club? It's like Arteta's allergic to strikers, bro. Allergic to attacking players. I need to go to the barbers. I'll speak to you after the game. Yeah, big yourself up, my bro, man. Each and every time. Bless up for passing through. Everyone that passes through, please just hit the like. It helps a man out, innit? But it winds me up, bro. This club is not serious, bro. And I don't know if it's Arteta, because he's come out and said the squad is short. Obviously, Edu left. Someone said to me it's because Arteta is too much of a dictator. And to be honest, I can see that. He's so stubborn with some of the in-game choices that he makes with his team selection. You know, he's very stubborn. And I don't like people that are stubborn. Just be able to take your L, innit? If you're wrong about something, you're wrong. You can't be right about everything. It's only human, innit? You learn from your mistakes. So you bought Kai Havertz, and he's not that guy. He's not that guy up front. He's definitely not that guy in midfield. Dude, like, no one even knows what his job is. You know what I mean? Because of his wages, I don't even think we could sell him. But he would be the backup. He is the backup striker, bro. Go and get Yokerez. £80 million. You get me? €100 million. So what? Even if he's the only guy that we get, go and get him. Oh, you don't feel like we need a striker? Well, then go and get me a bad boy winger. Go and get me someone to play across the front three. Kudus, Lookman, Williams, Eze. We should have went for Elise, bruv, before Munich got him. And I was saying that long ago in the summer. Isak, just get him out of your head, people. We're not getting Isak. Excuse me. For as many people that say Newcastle ain't got no money to spend in the summer or January, they've just priced everyone out of getting Isak. Who on this planet is going to pay 150 million for Isak right now? Who on this planet? He's not going to go Man City because he's not going to be a also ran to Haaland, which is fair play. He could go Liverpool, but I don't think Liverpool will pay that money. But then saying that though, when Liverpool had to do their big rebuild, they spent money. Alisson, Virgil van Dijk, they spent money. And now they've never had to spend that same kind of money again. So they might look at it like, well, we've got Jota, but we need like a main bad boy up front. They might just say, fuck it, we're only going to buy one player. You get me? Because they've as much as they haven't had a midfield, they've managed to get through. Gravenberch has been doing bits, McAllister, like they've managed to get through. So is there a need for a midfielder as bad as we think? Big up Mally, sorry, before you go, before I leave, Tottenham have made a signing before. For fuck's sake, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'm sitting there saying Tottenham are in the same position as us, bro. Like, they can't cuss us because of their history, but in terms of just how they act and how they move as a club, like, we are the spicy Spurs. Because Daniel Levy's never been serious. They never spend money. Tottenham have got all the infrastructure to be a massive club. To be a massive club, they could definitely be challenging us. But they just don't move on it. And what does that sound like? It sounds like my club. It sounds like Arsenal. They just don't move on it. Why have we changed? Why have we moved to a 60,000 seater stadium? To not challenge, to not buy world-class players. Like, it makes no sense. And Tottenham are another club. They've just got a brand spanking new stadium for what? For NFL. For Beyonce. Like, that's another club that don't spend. And when they do spend, just like Arsenal, it's like 65 million down the drain. I actually personally think Solanke is a better buy than Kai Havertz. 100%. I think he's a better footballer than Kai Havertz. I think he's better in front of goal than Kai Havertz. But did any Tottenham fans earmark Solanke? But even still, they needed something, and they earmarked something that was going to improve their squad. And I feel like they got that one right. They got some other ones wrong, don't get me wrong, but they got that one right. Whereas Arsenal, we fucked up getting Kai Havertz. We got Kai Havertz in the same year we could have got Kudus for 35 million from Ajax or whatever. It makes no sense. It literally makes no sense. We got James MC. Is this real? I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think it can be fake, my bro, but big yourself up either way. Hit the like on the way out. Yeah, bro, so Arsenal Brighton, in terms of the result, I'm not directly scared. I'm not directly nervous. Like, it's more on us because of how badly we've been playing. And it's more on Arteta with his team selection. Now, Timber being suspended probably is going to see Partey coming to right back. And I really hate this because, like I keep saying, it genuinely changes the way we play. Genuinely changes the way we play. There's no overlaps. Plus, Partey keeps trying to invert into the midfield. So, it fundamentally changes how we play. Obviously, we haven't got Saka, but we've got Martinelli or Gary Elliott. We've got Ethan, who I think should blatantly start on that right again. And Martinelli and Trossard have both been pants of late, but Trossard didn't play too bad against Brentford. He didn't play too bad against Brentford. So, just take your pick on the left. Jesus, Martinelli or Trossard. And I think all three of them should fire out. And if you're going to play Gary Elliott or Trossard on the left, then play Jesus up front. Don't even bring back Havertz. That's just my opinion. But what would you guys do against Brighton? Who do you think, is going to line up? In terms of injury news, obviously Saka and Sterling are out. Ben White underwent knee surgery, so he's going to be out for a minute. Tommy Cafu, the forgotten man, he's out. Of course, he's out. Calafiori's been getting kind of worked back in slowly. But to be honest, guys, what do you think? For the few people in here, who's the better left back, Calafiori or Miles Lewis-Skelly? This 18-year-old who's under 6 foot, it looks like, who's actually a centre midfielder, is basically our best left back. Don't know what's going on for Kieran Tierney. I don't know if he's still stiff, because he got cramp when he I think when he came on for his little cameo, he got cramp. So we've got problems in it. We've got problems in defence. Raya has not been so convincing of late. I think he's been quite poor, but he'll probably keep his place. We'll probably see Partey go on the right back, obviously Saliba and Gabriel, and then probably see Calafiori left back. And I really don't rate Calafiori as a left back. I don't care if we just bought him. It's the same as Moreno. I don't rate him. I haven't seen enough from him. You've scored a couple of goals from set pieces or whatever. You might be good with your head, but that's about it. Anything aside from that, I've not seen why we've taken so long to sign you. I've not seen why we spent best part of 40 million on you. Like, I just don't see it, guys. I really don't. Big up James. How many subscribers do you have? I think about 230. Not much, bro. You can be another one if you want to help a man out. We're going to be a lot more serious this year. A lot more streams. We'll be probably doing streams in the evening as well, because I know that's a big thing that I'm missing out on at the moment. Big up James MC. Do you know Mr. Beats? Mr. Beats? Do you know what? I knew someone that used to write beats, like they used to do graffiti, and I knew someone called Beats. I don't know if they were Mr. Beats, but they're probably two different people. Big up Khaleesi S. Miles, good up and comer. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know he's only young, but he's our most competent left back for me. I mean, let me know. I think Tierney done well in his cameo when he came back, but I knew he was going to get injured or pull up again, because that's what he does. He's so unfortunate, because he's actually our best left back at the whole club, our only natural left back, but he just can't stay fit. So we'd have to go, innit? He has to go. But as it stands, Miles Lewis-Skelly is our best left back, but I reckon he's going to play Partey at right back and Calafiori at left back, which is not going to leave us in a good position, in my humble opinion. Get to some of these comments. Ben White not coming back for a while, yeah. And the thing is, yeah, you have to blame Arteta and Arsenal as a club, because they kept playing him. He needed this surgery ages ago. Declan Rice had a broken toe. How long has he really had? I think he's had 2 weeks rest, Declan Rice, over the international break. I think he's still got it, still playing through injury. So this is Arsenal and Arteta's fault. Saka bringing him on against Preston, not taking him off when we're 3-4 up in the game. This is your fault. We can only blame Arteta and the club. Saka, the most comfortable footballer in the world, never had any competition, never got any respite, always on the pitch. It was bound to happen, guys. I think I read that one. Debutant Hugh James, or is that Jane? Janes will definitely seek to impress and make an impact. I'll have to check him out. Who is that for Arsenal? Is it? Big up Khaleesi, man. Big up James MC saying 1 sec. Hugh Janus or Janes, is that for Arsenal? I've not heard of that guy before. But then that just shows we've got the smallest squad in the Premier League. So even without any injuries, you would have thought they would have gone to try and get 1 or 2 players regardless of how we were doing in the league. Yeah? Especially because we had such a poor summer. Be excited, we was getting told. Yeah? So if this club was serious, they'd already have someone through the door. But I knew, just like many Arsenal fans knew, we're probably talking mid-January or the last day of the fucking window. Oh, it's been so hard to get someone, blah, blah, blah. And then someone desperate will come through the last day of the window. Typical Arsenal. If any. If we even do any business. And if we don't do any business this January, it's fucking criminal. The man them need to protest. And someone saying, excuse me, I can't remember who was talking some shit about protests don't do nothing, this, that and the other. And I get you to a degree. But we need to do something. Because all of this just accepting what the club says, like, we're never going to get out of this. We're never going to get out of being a small club. Like a small club mentality. Because we're not a small club. We know that. But we got a small club mentality. And we've been doing FFP way before FFP even came into existence. And there's no need for that. And the only other club that I see that's got the potential to be massive and don't do anything with it is Tottenham. And we're not, how are we much different from Tottenham at this point in time? Big up Khaleesi again. Mariano is alright. Not sure who that is, bro. What I am sure of is that there's loads of players in January that's got buyout clauses. So I don't want to hear about it's difficult. That player might not want to come. Even Zubimendi, someone said, like, why did we get Moreno? Why are we, like, everyone's saying that we need Isak, Gyökeres, them kind of players. And then we got, like, do you know what I'm saying? Then we're in for Sesko. Everyone's saying we might need a De Jong or a Kimmich or, do you know what I'm saying? Those kind of players. And then we go and get Moreno. Why did we not go and get Zubimendi? Loads of Liverpool fans keep cussing FSG and saying that they're not serious, but they were in for Zubimendi, bro. Now, Arsenal's never in for world-class players, and it makes me sick, guys. So am I confident for Brighton? Yes and no. I'm like 50-50. I'm gonna say 2-1 Arsenal, because I am a little bit 50-50. Brighton's a good team. Can't take them lightly. They're at home. Like I said, we have done well against them at home. But because of our injuries, because of the team selection, because of Arteta, I really don't know who's going to start. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kai Havertz drop back into midfield. And how must that make Moreno feel? Someone who's trying to settle himself and find his feet. You've been brought into this club and you've got a striker like a false nine playing in front of you. How must he feel about that? Not to say that I care too much, because I don't think you're that good. I'm going to be honest. But however, he is a human being, innit? So let me know, guys, man. Who realistically would you get in? Loads of players have got buyout clauses, so it ain't. I don't want to hear about it. It's difficult to get players. It's not difficult. Excuse me. The only difficult thing is, like I said, if it's a wall situation with Mbeumo, and they're in a struggling, with Cunha, and they're in a struggling position, they might want to keep Cunha to help keep them in the league. But if you offer the right money, Cunha's gone anyway. But that's the only kind of difficulty I see. In terms of availability and money and all that, 100 million ain't different in January than it is in the summer. Still 100 million. And we actually need help and reinforcements right now. And is this club serious? No. So you're going to see people doing transfer shows, all the people that we're linked with. I ain't doing any of that. I'm telling you that the club need to buy players. And if the club was serious, we'd have someone in already. Maybe even 2 or 3 fucking players. But it just goes to show you that we're not serious. So Arsenal fans, please stop going to put bums on seats. Please stop going to buy their shitty jackets and their new kits. Because I was discussing with someone even put it up in the group. Fulham, Tottenham and Arsenal, the most expensive tickets in the league. Why? What can any of those 3 clubs say to justify being the most expensive ticket in the Premier League? But then we have got no right to ask for players. We've got no right as Arsenal fans to expect to win. 5 years and 800 million deep. And we basically need a rebuild. We literally need about 5 players, like right now. A gunman striker, Havertz backup. Competition on the right. Or even someone to come in and make that position their own now that Saka's gone. That's 2. We need a left winger. That's 3. We need cover for Odegaard. That's 4. We still ain't got a proper left back. That's 5. We still ain't got a proper 8. But you bought Moreno, so whatever. I'll leave that alone. You know what I mean? I think the only place that we're relatively alright is in the fucking defensive midfield area. We still got old man Jorginho. We still got Partey. We still got Moreno. We still got Rice. You know what I mean? But if there's a couple of injuries in that position, we're in trouble. So imagine. And when you're looking at the regression of the team as well, it's like we need players in. We need people in. We need help. How can the club not see that? Arteta came out himself and said that we're short. So we need help, guys. We should have had someone in already. But like I keep saying on my streams as well, you got to look at the language. When they talk about Gyökeres, he's a bit unproven. He's a bit expensive. It's going to be too hard to get in January. All of that is lies. But then you're looking at Benjamin Sesko. How has he proved himself? How is Benjamin Sesko a better player than Gyökeres? But with Benjamin Sesko, they're saying that we've done the groundwork. We're ready to strike. It's different language altogether, bro. And the club think they're smart. But I've been here a long time, bro. I've been listening to this shit for a long time. This PR doesn't work anymore. Well, it does work because a load of fans are still deluded enough to believe it. Big up James MC. I have subscribed. Hey, thank you for that, my bro. So as soon as this stream is finished and this live shows up on my channel, I'll go back in and I'll subscribe directly back to you as well, my bro. Love for the love, innit? Yeah? But we've heard it all before, Arsenal fans. We really have. We really have. So all I can do, I've seen some people saying that if Arteta wins the Carabao Cup this year, which I think is our best chance of silverware, by the way, and finishes in the top 4, it's not good enough. Now, it isn't good enough. After 5 years and 800 million, that is not good enough. However, is the club just going to sack him? If Arteta wins something, the club's definitely not going to sack him. So we need to be realistic. So that's what I'm trying to say. If he wins the Carabao Cup and finishes in the top 4, then whatever. Because the milk has been spilt, it stinks. You know what I mean? You can't get it back in the bottle. All you can try and do is clean it up and move on. So it don't look like we're going to win the league this year. I'm not saying we're out of it, but it's not likely. But we can challenge. We can keep Liverpool honest all the way to the end of the season. We can try and get as high up in the league as we can. And we can try and win a cup. That's what we can do this season. Realistically. Is it good enough? No. Not after 5 years and 800 million spent. But it will stop the rot. It will make us lift armpits. You get me? Show armpits, I should say. It will make us lift the trophy. It will stop people from trying to banter us. They'll still probably say, but you still ain't won the league. You still ain't won the Champions League. The same shit we hear all the time. But Arsenal fans, remember, I was getting bantered by Liverpool fans last year. They came third and they won the Carabao Cup. They were trying to say on their channels, oh, it's not good enough, this, that and the other. But it was good enough. They won something last year, Arsenal never. So it's good enough. They were bantering me, guys. You lot never lifted a cup. We had a better season than you. Don't matter if you came second. What did you lift? That's what they were telling me. Even Man United, where did they finish in the league? Like fucking mid-table. I literally call them mid-table United now. There's no Manchester. Yeah? Just mid-table United. Even mid-table United had a better season than us last year because they won the FA Cup, which is even better than the Carabao. Yeah, you had Rants in his glasses talking about, what's man talking about and all this kind of shit. Yeah, even though Man United or mid-table United are absolute garbage. They've been in the mud for 15 odd years, 12 to 15 years. We've been in the mud for over 20. They've won the Premier League more recently than we have. They are still big Man United, but when you look at them, a lot of them would still rather be in Arsenal's position. But either way, look at Erik ten Hag. He got sacked after a couple of years. He didn't spend as much as Arteta and he won more than Arteta in a shorter amount of time. And he's been sacked. So what does that tell you about Arsenal's hierarchy? What does that tell you about the people that run this club to give an absolute novice 800 million in 5 years and still not sack him, even though he still ain't won the league? Even though he still ain't won anything. He won the FA Cup on his way in. So doesn't that show you something about this team? The unserious nature of this team, this club. Just like Spurs, bro. I've been listening to Spurs fans moan about Levy for years. They've been listening to Arsenal fans moan about Arsene Wenger for years. Then we had the new owners and we moved stadium. Remember, the stadium was meant to make us compete, give us the edge to buy world-class players and compete with Bayern and compete with Real Madrid. And what did we get? All we got is PR and spin. The stadium's costing us so much money. We can't buy any players. We can't spend any money. Bollocks. The stadium was 20 million a year payback. That is chump change for Arsenal. Then we had the Kroenkes weren't in. They never had full majority stake in the club. They weren't in full control. That was the other one we heard. What a load of rubbish. The Kroenkes don't care. Even for their American franchises, they're one and done. They're not legacy. They're not dynasty. You know what I'm saying? And I keep saying it on every stream. As much as I hate Man City, as much as I hate Chelsea for buying their success, which they blatantly did, you can't knock it, but they bought their success. At least they had owners that was willing to put their hand in their pocket. Oh, but Arteta's had 800 million. That ain't the Kroenkes' money. That's the money the club's made. I'm pretty sure when Abramovich came into Chelsea, he wiped out all of the debt. He put his hand in his pocket. 50 million Crespo, Varane. They were just getting bare players, bruv. That's the kind of owner that we want. But what have we got? We got people that don't care about soccer. They don't care about it, bro. They don't care. So, yeah, already been hearing this bullshit talk. We want world-class players, but we're getting linked with Mbeumo, we're getting linked with Cunha. I'm not saying they're not good, but do they really push the needle? Do you know what I mean? Typical Arsenal. We want Williams, we want Gyökeres, we're getting linked with Sesko, we're getting linked with some Solero-looking guy. Don't even know him, never heard of him before in my life. We're getting linked with Rashford. No way do I want this bum at my club. I'm sick of taking rejects. I don't want no more rejects. Do you know what I mean? So let me know, man. Predictions for the Arsenal game. It's hard to predict anything. We don't know the lineups. We don't know who's available. We don't know who he's going to pick. This guy is such a tinkerer. It's actually pissing me off. Like, why do you're overthinking things too much? Get our best players out there. Put them in their proper positions. Give us the license to be free and to attack, because that's our best way of playing. This whole pragmatic, it doesn't work for us. Yeah? And put your foot on the accelerator. The way we play sometimes is so frustrating. Being at the Emirates is like a disability sometimes, because we play so slow. We play like Man City. It's so boring to watch, honestly. But before I go anyway, guys, for the couple of people in here, let me know your thoughts on the game, innit? Arsenal, Brighton. What's your prediction? Is Arsenal going to win? I'm going to say 2-1. I'm not confident, but that's purely because I see Thomas Partey playing right back. And then even after Timber got suspended and we knew that we weren't going to have him for the Brighton game, why didn't you take Partey off? So there's so many things I could complain about Arsene Arteta at this point in time. Way too much control for a novice. We got ourselves out of that situation not to get back into it. Getting rid of toxic players on big wages only to still have, I wouldn't even say toxic players, I'd say pansy players, soft players on big wages. So that might be another reason we don't do fuck all in January, because we might not be able to shift on any players. Imagine that. We're definitely not in a buy to sell situation, but the club will try and tell you that. Always just trying to do something on the cheap. Just for once in your life, go out and spend the money. And if you do it right, then you won't have to do it again for years. Like Liverpool. But there you go. I don't know about any more news coming out of the club. You get me? I was meant to do a prediction video. I still might do a prediction video for all of the results of the Premier League, not just Arsenal. We'll see how we go. But other than that, people, please like and subscribe on the way in or out. I'm predicting a 2-1 win for Arsenal at Brighton. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know who we realistically can get in January, or if the club's even going to do anything. And we'll be back again soon, people. Yeah? Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. God.